Book 17, Stranger at the Gates. Well, what do we have here? 2 cast-offs, each more ragged than the other. Eumaeus, where did you find such a beggar? Give him to me. I'll put him to work scraping stalls. Ha! No, he's learned his dodges too well. He'd rather beg than do honest work. Be careful in the palace, beggar. If you try your tricks there, you may get blows instead of alms. Here's a taste.
Father Zeus, hear my prayer. Bring Odysseus back to teach all these swine proper manners.
Your bark's worse than your bite, swineherd. As for me, I pray Apollo brings down Telemachus with a golden shaft. Then I'll have you off in a slave ship in no time. Friend, I'm sure this must be Odysseus's hall. It's magnificent.
It is. I'll go in first. Follow me shortly. I hope you find the suitors in a generous mood.
Have no fear. For me, I've suffered my share of blows. Why does this dog lie in the dung here? He looks like he might once have been a fine hound.
Argos is his name. Odysseus raised him from a pup, and he was not full grown when his master left for Troy. Yet he was the fastest and bravest in the hunt. Old age and misery are his masters now. He's waited almost 20 years for Odysseus to return. Eumaeus, give this to the beggar and tell him not to be shy, but to ask each suitor for more.
Who is this beggar? Where did he come from? Listen to me a moment, my lords. I've seen this man before outside on the road. I don't know his name or where he hails from, but the swineherd brought him here.
What? Eumaeus? Bringing foreign beggars here to scavenge? Are we not eating your pigs fast enough without inviting more mouths to the table? Thank you, Antinous, for your kind concern about my goods, but don't begrudge the beggar. I ask you all to give generously to him. There's plenty here. If each man gave him as much as I will, we'd soon be rid of him.
Come, sir. You're not the poorest man here by your looks. No, I'd say you were the noblest, and so you should give the most. I, too, was a rich man, till fortune brought me low. I led a crew of men to Egypt once.
Good gods! What evil wind blew in this pest? Get away from me!
It's a pity you have more looks than sense. You sit there eating another man's food and won't give me a few scraps.
Oh, you think you'll get away with that? You shouldn't have done that. Antinous, what if he was a god in disguise? Who is this stranger you've brought? Does he have any news from abroad? Lady, the fellow escaped from slavers, but he says that once he was a rich man in Crete. His stories are marvelous. I stayed up listening to him all night and never grew tired of them. He claims to have heard news of your husband, too, near at hand in the rich land of the Thesprotia, he says. The gods grant it may be so. Bring him here. I wish to hear his story for myself. What? Did you not bring him? Does he refuse my request? No, but he is afraid, and wisely too, I think, to stir the suitor's jealous violence. He says it better to wait until night, when the suitors leave you, and you can question him in private. That beggar is no fool. He sees how it might go with these bullies.